don't know how we got here, but Vlogmas 2023. Here we are. I may be a day late, but I'm not a dollar short because we're gonna do this. I am going to try as best as I can to do the best that I can in this. I'm not gonna put too much pressure on myself, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna put in an effort because I do want to see like how this will go, if I like vlogging, etc., etc., etc. So today I am actually going to be doing a reset. It is actually December 1st, and y'all, I need a reset in my place, just in general. And so today I'm just gonna be kind of like cleaning, resetting, and I might start decorating just a little bit my place just to get in that holiday mood and that holiday spirit, because I feel like the last few weeks I've just been in a little bit of like a up and down, like it's been like a roller coaster, and I just need to like reset. And that's what we're gonna be doing today. So I'm gonna do a reset, and then we're gonna have a little cozy night chat because there's so many things that I do want to talk about. So I'm gonna go ahead and start cleaning, getting this place reset, decorating, and hopefully this will help kind of like reset my spirit and my mind and get me, ready for the end of the year and to finish it off strong. So we're gonna get started. I'm going to get some stuff cleaned and just give myself the reset that I need. So I just got done with most of the cleaning, decorations that I've had, and just a little bit. I'm just gonna do like some like quick little things like around my TV area. I just need a little, I just need a little bit of something to spruce up the energy in this place and just, get me moving forward. So I'm gonna do that, and yeah. So I'm trying to finish decorating, and I realized that I forgot my Christmas lights in my office because I was doing some Christmas decor there. So I don't have my Christmas lights, which I was looking forward to that. So I'll have to get them later, but like I said, I just need to do a little something in my place just to bring in some of the holiday spirit. So it'll have to do for now. So I finished the majority of everything I needed to get done, and now I am just winding down for the night and relaxing. I think I'm gonna watch like one episode of, I've been watching, oh gosh, what's the show called? Homeland. Have y'all watched it? I'm like on season 5 now of Homeland, so I think I'm gonna watch like one episode of that. I made some hot chocolate just to like calm down and just to like get into like relaxation mode before the night is over. But I wanted to have like just a little night chit chat, and y'all can let me know if you guys kind of like these chats. But what's been on my mind a lot lately is just state of affairs. I will say that and then I'll kind of explain like what I mean by that. But I feel like life lately for a lot of people has just been lifing to the extreme, to the max. And I don't know about y'all, but I am like mentally exhausted. And that's part of the reason why I needed just like this reset and this refresh. And I've just been in prayer mode for the past like 3 months, just praying and praying just for like direction and guidance. For some of you who may or may not know, so I'm an entrepreneur. And so if y'all already know like the ups and downs of being an entrepreneur, and it requires a lot of faith. And so I've been in this state of faith for the past few months, and that can get exhausting and tiring to kind of have to renew that faith and that strength to, you know, pick back up, or to kind of go into just a space of just like peace, I guess you could say. And so I've just been like in this like cycle, and I've seen and I've felt other people maybe have been feeling this too, just like this like never ending cycle of just like the same routine over and over again, and maybe not making progress or making progress, but just still feeling like there's that thing that you're waiting on that God has promised you, and you're just waiting and praying for that over and over again. And it's getting mentally exhausting. So if y'all know what I'm talking about, let me know. Let me know if I'm not the only one who feels this way. But last night I began, and I stopped trying to do this, but now I think I'm going to keep doing this more. But I was reading the word, and I wound up reading Ecclesiastes. And I ended up just reading like the full chapter of Ecclesiastes, because like I love Ecclesiastes 1, where it's like there's a time for everything, and I try to like keep that in mind just in life. But reading like the full chapter of, or reading the full book of Ecclesiastes really gave me a perspective just on life and things just in general. And one of like the main themes, which it does kind of encompass chapter 1 of Ecclesiastes, but one of the main things of Ecclesiastes is about like Solomon talking about how he's pretty much had everything. He's had the riches, he's had wisdom, he's had knowledge, he's had wives, like all these things that people want or people would strive for. He's had it all. And he basically at the end he just says he counts it all as meaningless at the end of the day. And it was just such an interesting journey to like read. Like he's just like throughout the whole book he's just like talking about all the things he's had, and it's like that was ended up being meaningless, this ended up being meaningless, and this. And it can feel like in life, like, well, yeah, you can say that because you gotten what you wanted. But Solomon is a book of wisdom, and so I tried to really just like soak into like what the message of what he was saying. At the end of the book, he says really everything has been meaningless, and the most important thing is to fear God and to keep his commandments. And that, as crazy as it sounds, it almost like lifted a burden off my shoulders, because I think in life we think about like these goals and these things that we want to achieve, like, and that becomes like the main focus of like purpose, I guess you could say. Like it's like, oh, my purpose is to build this or to do this. And I do think that God gives each and every one of us purpose, and that's important to follow. But at what cost are we sacrificing following this purpose and this thing in relation to following God? And like, and not just following God, but just like putting him first, in a sense of that's more important to me than actually achieving this and this and this. And that's like, oh, that was like a hard thing to like process, because I'm like, well, no, God, I'm doing this for your glory, right? But at the end of the day, the most important thing is spending time with God, reverencing God. That's like what they mean by fear God, like being all in reverence. And it really just challenged me as I thought about the word for 2024. And I shared a little bit about this on my Instagram, but it really challenged me about the word that I have for 2024. And it came out of just like reading last night. And it's just, and I relate this to like business in a lot of times, because that's like my biggest thing. Like I could work all day. But just trying to find the fun or the joy in that. And instead of making it just like this thing, like I gotta accomplish this, I gotta do this, or whatever your dreams or whatever your goal is, how can you find the fun in it and take the pressure? Because at the end of the day, it is important, but it's not the most important thing in the world. And I feel like we pressure ourselves more than we need to accomplish certain things, to reach certain goals. I'm gonna drink. Okay. I feel like we pressure ourselves to accomplish things and reach certain goals, and that's kind of feels like our purpose. Like that's my reason for waking up every day, is to like get this done and to be in my purpose for what God has called me to do, and all these things take priority. And I realized last night, like, man, like the amount of time I spend working on the things that I want to get done versus actually spending time with God is not even close. Not even close. And it put a lot of things in perspective for me in terms of like what I'm focusing on just in general, and just like putting God first. I'm hoping y'all this I am hoping this is making sense, y'all. Like I said, I was reading this last night, and this just really kind of just like spoke to me about like not taking things so hard. And I know that's tough to say, because life is real and we feel that. But in the things that we can control up to a certain aspect, in terms of how we react to situations, or how much pressure we put on situations that may be unneeded pressure, to like just relax, because at the end of the day those things are important. But the most important thing is really spending time with God and honoring God. And as crazy as that sounds, I'm like, it sounds so simple, but like, you know, I'm like a worker, so I'm like, what do I need to do? Like, what can I do to actually move forward and making progress? And just like flipping that switch and realizing like spending time with God is the most important thing, and everything else takes the backseat to that. And it's been interesting, y'all. I'm still, you know, working through this journey, but it was definitely eye-opening for someone like me who's like a hustler, to realize that like spending time with God is more important than hustling. And I mean like true time with God, not like the 5 minute devotionals or things that I've been like, okay, you know, I'm gonna wake up, do my 5 minute devotional, then I'm off, you know. But like actually sitting and learning and reading, like I just started reading the word and just like getting context and looking here and there and just like trying to soak in God's word and realizing that this is the most important thing. And I learned to cherish that more. Y'all, I hope this is making sense. Maybe you found yourself in a similar situation. I hope you found this encouraging. As I said, I'm walking through this still and I'm trying to learn and grow in this because life, and that was the other thing, like life is okay. Whew, thank you, Lord. That was the last thing I did want to mention, is that life is ups and downs. And I think a lot of times we live for the ups. Like we're waiting for, like in the down times, we're just waiting for the next up. And then, you know, that's what we're working towards. Like, okay, I just need to get back to the next up. I need to get back to the next up. But realizing that life, this is life. And we have to live in the ups and downs and not just be looking forward to the ups all the time. You know, the word says, you know, in life there will be trouble, and like not being so focused on the ups that we miss out on just like living in the day to day and embracing God and being okay with like this is life. Being okay with just like understanding the ups and downs. Of course, like you don't just want to just like be in a state where you're just like, I don't care, you know, about life. You know, that's not what I mean. But like just understanding that the ups and downs are part of life and they're part of the process, so that it doesn't shock you as much when you're in the downs, and so that your mind doesn't just stay stuck on how, okay, how do I get out, how do I get out, how do I get out, instead of just like living. Take a breath, enjoy the moment, enjoy life as best as you can, and just like spend time with God and not just keep running towards the next, because there will always be a next, and that will be a never ending cycle. But anyways, y'all, I'm off my soapbox. I am about to finish chilling for the night. But anyways, I am going to wrap up this vlog for today. I know it was a short one, but you know, I am still learning my way around this and just trying it out, like I said. But yeah, but if you like this type of video, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and feel free to leave any comments down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts about, you know, anything what we talked about, and I'll see you guys later.